San Francisco Supervisor Ed Jew is out. Mayor Gavin Newsom suspended him this morning after months of legal troubles for the supervisor. Those troubles just keep growing, as you know, if you've been watching KRON 4. First, the state charged him with lying about where he lived. Then, federal authorities charged him with soliciting bribes from local business owners. Now, as KRON 4's Jonathan Bloom reports, the mayor says he's heard enough.
The locks have been changed, the walls are bare, and the lettering that proclaimed this, the office of Supervisor Ed Jew, has been removed from the door.
As of this moment, Supervisor Ed Jew is suspended and is no longer serving in his official capacity as a member of the Board of Supervisors.
Mayor Gavin Newsom had Jew served with the papers at his flower shop at 10 a.m. With Jew sinking deeper and deeper into a pit of legal turmoil, the mayor said enough is enough.
The reality is we're at a point where I don't think that the supervisor can govern in an effective manner. He cannot represent needs of his constituency in District 4 and the entire city and defend himself.
Jew, who's already facing federal and state charges, will now face city charges in front of the Ethics Commission. Their focus on whether he lived in his district when he ran for office and could later include allegations of bribery. Jew won't get paid while he's suspended, but to remove him permanently requires a vote by 9 out of the remaining 10 supervisors, so the evidence has to be solid.
The case is overwhelming that there has been official misconduct by Supervisor Jew during his term in office.
For Ed Jew's part, his attorney says they're weighing all options, including a restraining order to get him back on the board. If they go that route, the city is ready.
We could get a call any minute now saying we're over here at the federal court, show up here in an hour. I pretty much have all our paperwork done and we'll be ready to go.
In San Francisco, Jonathan Bloom, KRON 4 News.
Mayor Newsom already had someone lined up to replace Ed Jew. This is her. Her name is Carmen Chu. She's from his budget office, has been chosen as a temporary replacement. KRON 4's Michelle Kennedy tells us Chu owns a house in the Sunset District, but does not have much political experience.
I don't presume to know much about District 4, but I can tell you from my gut.
You already know.
But I can tell from my gut the experiences that I have there.
She's not a politician, and she doesn't pretend to be. Mayor Newsom says he wanted someone with a fresh perspective, and that's one of the main reasons he picked Carmen Chu to serve as interim supervisor.
It is an unprecedented opportunity and also a challenge. I am hoping that I can draw upon the skills that I have developed here, relationships I've built, and really I'm looking for some help from people who have been here and in the system, working with the mayor's office to really do the best that I can to be a good representative, a good steward of that community.
Chu has served as the mayor's deputy budget director. She also worked as a budget analyst in the office before that. She has 2 degrees in public policy, a BA from Occidental College and a master's from UC Berkeley. Chu also worked in the San Francisco Board of Supervisors' Office of the Legislative Analyst back in 2002. People who've worked with Chu speak highly of her.
She has a very strong character, and I think that will be what will serve out to be very proud aspect of her administration.
Carmen Chu attended her first board meeting as interim supervisor only hours after being sworn in. She shook a lot of hands and got a crash course on how to use her computer before the clerk announced Chu has officially taken Ed Jew's place.
Further, the mayor has appointed Ms. Carmen Chu to serve as supervisor representing District 4, the period of suspension.
In San Francisco, Michelle Kennedy, KRON 4 News.
Meanwhile, there were dueling rallies on the steps of San Francisco City Hall today. There were surprise supporters for Ron Dudham, who thought that he would have been selected as a temporary replacement since he came in second during the election that put Ed Jew in office. And just a few feet away from that rally was another one, this one supporting the ousted Ed Jew. His backers have been saying from the beginning that Jew is innocent and should remain in office.